We have a guy on the phone right now, Joey Green. He's got a series of books out and also a website. The website is wackyuses.com, and his series of books are based on wacky uses. Basically, uses for hundreds of offbeat uses for everyday products.
I love this kind of stuff.
Yeah, I'm really into this kind of stuff, too.
You've always heard the famous one about Coca-Cola to clean your toilet.
See, I hadn't heard that.
You haven't heard that?
No.
That's one that's been around forever.
That you can use Coke to clean the toilet.
Coke to clean your battery cables. Isn't that one of them?
I didn't know that either.
Yeah, remove spots from chrome car bumpers with Coca-Cola.
I saw one the other day that I thought was totally vile. I saw it in a magazine, although they may have pulled it off Eddie's website, that in a pinch...
Joey's.
What did I say?
Eddie?
Oh, that was our last guest. Sorry. It was in a pinch you can use peanut butter instead of shaving cream. Like you can spread peanut butter all over your face. Was it details? Put peanut butter on your face.
You want to eat it though.
That is gross.
You can also
and then what are you going to do for the acne that you're going to get for the next 6 months?
Also with Coke, you can use them as a reference if you're one of the 500 people that were dismissed.
That's right. So,
hey,
Joey,
Wacky Uses Joey.
Good morning.
Hey, Joey.
All right. Now, how many of these? You've got hundreds of things here. How many have you actually tried?
I've tried most of them.
Have you really?
Where do you get these? You just sit around and think them up, or you just how do you?
He's got little old ladies calling him.
Yeah, what happens is people write into the companies with their wacky uses for the products. The companies never advertise this stuff. So I contact the company to get their X-files, if you will, and test it all out. And sure enough, it all works. You can clean your toilet with Coca-Cola. It's the phosphoric acid, the ascorbic acid, the citric acid in the Coke that cleans the vitreous chine of your toilet. You just pour in a can of Coke, let it sit for an hour, brush and flush. And the peanut butter, shaving with peanut butter, that was actually discovered by former U.S. Senator Barry Goldwater while on a camping trip.
See, I tried that, but I tried it with Crunchy, and it was just...
that won't work as well.
Yeah, you got to use the creamy.
Yeah, that won't work as well.
What else with Coca-Cola? Run through a few other things.
Well, Coca-Cola, if you've ever got one of those oil spots on your driveway, you can't get it out. What you do is just take a can of Coke, pour it over the oil stain, let it sit overnight, hose it down with a hose the next morning. It's a degreaser. It will get out
we
the oil
put this
stain.
stuff in our body.
I was just going to say, that doesn't make me feel good. I mean, they can cut through motor oil grease on my driveway, and I'm putting it in my stomach.
Well, you've got all those acids in your stomach, so it has a completely different reaction when you put it in your stomach.
All right, good. I'm glad to know that. Is there any one particular item in the house that has more wacky uses than another?
Well, probably one of the big ones is Heinz white vinegar has just hundreds of uses, and one of them is, if you've ever had this problem in your house, here's a way to save a lot of money. If you've ever had a cat or dog leave a urine stain on the carpet, it kind of makes you want to basically blow up the house or sell the house or recarpet the house. Well, all you need is some Heinz white vinegar. What you do is you mix it 50-50 with water, or use it full strength, as I've done. Just pour it on the carpet, on the urine stain, let it sit for about 3 days. I got to warn you, it smells like urine and vinegar for about 3 days. But when it dries, it's an amazing deodorizer. It just absorbs that smell, takes it right out of the carpet, out of the patio.
And the house doesn't smell like vinegar?
Nothing.
It takes
perfectly clean.
3 days to dry, though?
Yeah, well, you got to go to Disneyland or go on vacation somewhere for 3 days.
In the meantime, it smells like you're living in a tossed salad.
Exactly. Or worse.
Yeah, really.
What about, you've got a listing here from Maxwell House Coffee.
Well, believe it or not, you can actually fertilize your entire lawn with Maxwell House Coffee.
Man, I'd love that smell.
It's an extremely expensive way to fertilize your lawn, but you can do it. But the point is, when you've made a pot of coffee, don't throw out those coffee grounds. Use it to fertilize your house plants, your plants around the garden. It's full of nutrients. The plants may stay up all night, but you can always use the decaf.
Also, you have a good way to cover spots on black suede.
With Maxwell House Coffee, you just use a little coffee, rub it into the black suede. It'll repair it right away. Also, if you've ever had a nice clean white shirt, you spill coffee on it first thing in the morning, once that dries, you've basically ruined the shirt. Well, don't throw it out. You can dye the whole thing to match with 2 pots of Maxwell House Coffee in 2 minutes.
Wait, you put that in the washer with Maxwell House Coffee?
No, you just fill a bucket with Maxwell House Coffee. You put the whole shirt in there, dye the whole thing the color of coffee. And coffee brown right now is a hip color, so you'll be in style. And this way you can spill all the coffee you want on yourself.
Stain the whole shirt.
Exactly.
You know what I read in the book, which I never knew. I hate when you go to take a picture off a wall because you want to place it someplace else, and then you still have the hole in the wall from where the picture hung. And toothpaste.
Colgate toothpaste, just the regular white Colgate toothpaste.
Jimmy, that's old news.
And then what?
And you put toothpaste in the hole. Or you can also go to the hardware store and for about 32 cents get actual, filler.
No, I
but,
use toothpaste to caulk all the time.
I use caulk to brush my teeth.
Hey, all right. Lipton tea bags.
Lipton tea bags are great if you've got, a lot of people know if you've got, puffy eyes, your eyes are a little red and tired, you just put 2 tea bags over your eyes. You wet them first, put them on your eyes. It'll soothe your eyes. Also, if you've got smelly feet, you want to get rid of those smelly feet, all you do is you mix up some Lipton tea, brew it nice and strong, let it cool down, then soak your feet in it. And you can do that every day for about a week, and it'll get rid of your smelly feet.
Now, here's one for women. How to grow better melons. I guess what, a lot of push-ups?
No, that could be. You can use the Lipton, you can use Maxwell House coffee cans, actually, to prop them up so that they, the bugs and insects don't get to them.
Okay.
All right, let's go to Ready Whip.
Ready Whip whipped cream you can actually use to condition your hair.
Really?
Yeah, it's cream rinse, whipped cream. It's basically the same stuff. So you put some in your hair, leave it in 5 minutes, wash it out, you cream rinse your hair. You can also put the romance back in your love life with whipped cream. I think that's on the directions on the side of the can somewhere. And also if you burn the roof of your mouth, when you had a pizza.
Oh, yeah.
The solution is just Ready Whip whipped cream. You can just spray some in your mouth or a spoonful of whipped cream and you press it against the roof of your mouth. It soothes the burning.
I like this one, Miller High Life. Use it to kill slugs.
Well, slugs love beer. I'm sure you guys know a few slugs that like beer. What you do is you just take a saucer, you fill it with Miller beer, set it out in your garden. Slugs love beer. They climb into the saucer, they drink the beer, they get drunk, and they drown. Which if you're a slug, probably isn't a bad way to go.
Not at all. What is you have a section here on what you can do with tennis balls.
Tennis balls are great. If you want to store valuables, you go on vacation, where do you put your valuables or your money? You just take a Wilson tennis ball, you slice it open a little bit along the seam, and then you squeeze it because the tennis balls are hollow, so you can store your valuables.
Oh, that's brilliant.
Okay.
That's brilliant. Until the dog takes it out in the yard and he buries it, swallows it. Right. That's a great idea.
Well, on his High Life thing, he has a great thing for the Miller High Life. Take a 6-pack and open the cans and set them around the perimeter of your party. It'll keep the bugs going to the beer and not your guests.
Genius.
Now, what is your website again, Joey?
It's wackyuses.com, WACKYUSES, wackyuses.com. And there's hundreds of uses on there and, information about all my books and things. And you can also email me and share your wacky uses for brand name products. Love to hear from you.
Slinky. What was the Slinky use?
The Slinky use is actually used during Vietnam, the Vietnam War. Soldiers out in the field, they would take a Slinky, attach one end to their radio antenna, the other end they'd throw it over a tree, and they would improve their radio contact, back with the other troops.
Huh. All right. Well, we're going to have you on again because there's so many on here. These are really fun. Yeah.
Thanks, Joey.
Oh, my pleasure. Anytime.
The Morning X with Barnes and Leslie.
Offer. That's sweetdeals.com.